Hi everyone, and thank you all so much for the awesome support for last week's video. It really went nuts. On Monday I got an email from Sailing La Vagabond saying how much they loved the video. Well guys, thank you, and we really love what you're doing to promote sailing too. And then on Tuesday, SV Delos announced that they're at the AMEL boatyard in France. I just finished watching a live video recorded on an AMEL 55 valued at something like $1.2 million from the SV Delos people, and it looks very much like another announcement similar to Sailing La Vagabond's is imminent. These developments are great news for two successful, very hard-working and very deserving sailing channels. Although, like many of you, I'm concerned that we're starting to see the corporations moving in and stealing the narrative. Here at Luckyfish, we are all about showing how incredible adventures can be attainable on a reasonably priced, comfortable and safe catamaran. A remotely operated electric swim platform really adds nothing to the experience of swimming in warm tropical seas. But it does add another item of equipment that requires servicing, eventually will break down and require replacing. Anyway, that's enough of a rant. This week we go back to the ocean. I hope you enjoy this week's video. Bye everyone. This time on Lucky Fish, we see land for the last time for a month, have an encounter with a Chinese longline fishing boat, get a visit from friends and have our first taste of squally ITCZ weather. We recovered both anchors without difficulty and soon had the dinghy stowed and the spinnaker hoisted. We were all excited about spending the next 3 or 4 weeks out of sight of land, but we did wonder how quickly the time would pass. I divided the 3,000-mile journey into 4 750-mile legs following the Great Circle route and placed a waypoint at the end of each leg. This broke the journey into portions we could comprehend, with a nice boost to morale each time a waypoint was passed. So where would you rather go? If you were to go to Caribbean, let's say, outside chance we make it, from there, do you want to just cruise the Caribbean, or do you want to go to Hawaii and catch up with Bruce? Yeah, up there, I want to go. That's not too bad. So, would you rather go to Hawaii or down through the Panama, down to here, the Marquesas, down here somewhere?
Where are we going down there?
Well, that's a good start to go and see all of the Pacific. This is all beautiful here. That's where I'm from. We can go there though, it's too far south. We'll go there.
Australia.
And up through here, yeah, Australia, beautiful.
I guess.
Yeah, Thailand, Indonesia,
We
Philippines.
can go there and go down. Can we do that?
Yes, you can. I think, well, that's what Betty and Lewis did. They went from Hawaii, they went to a place called Fanning Island. I don't know where it is. What's that, Christmas, is it? Christmas Island. Mm-hmm. They came down this way and then they did Tahiti, yeah, French Marquesas, that's right. And then they went off up here. No, actually they went down. They went down round Cape Horn. Crazy. That evening the sky clouded over and Tuya set up the rain catcher. We quickly settled into our 2-hour on, 4-hour off watch keeping from 10 PM until dawn. And we all felt as though we were getting sufficient sleep. On the third day we were still in sailing bliss, spinnaker up and rain catcher ready for the odd squall. But as so often happens, a pesky fly found its way into the ointment. We often get asked, Is there anything out there in the middle of the ocean? Strangely, every day you see something new. No sailor likes meeting another ship at sea. A pain in the neck, aren't they? You travel for days without seeing a ship, and then when you do, you've got to alter course to avoid it. Well, they don't talk on the radio. I think English is a second language. Hundreds of miles from the rule of law, you really can't help but feel a little anxious.
She's so Chinese writing in front.
Mm-hmm. China. Yapad.
I think they're just being curious, coming close. And
Yeah. It was alarming to see a Chinese fishing boat in the mid-Atlantic. Each time we altered course, they did too. Towards us. Yeah. What? Really? It was an indiscriminate longliner. It's either illegal or should be.
many of them looking at us.
Timo.
To wash the clothes. And there. The BI 2488.
The only sustainable way to catch tuna is by pole and line method as they use on St. Helena, and we saw how healthy the fish stocks were there and at Ascension Island, inside the 200-mile exclusion zone. We also saw these at Craig's place, satellite beacons used by the longliners that Craig had collected washed up on the shore. Some of them still blipping, to think their long lines may still be drifting out there causing untold harm.
No playing with the food, okay?
What do you mean now playing? That night, we were thrilled to see the petrels back. They seemed to remember all the perches, and 5 of them made themselves at home. Luckyfish had become a real petrol station this time. So what were you saying about that scene under the hull? Beautiful. I'm missing something, yeah?
You're missing the scene down there.
What do you mean? Which scene? The hulls? What's going on with that light anyway? Why is that on?
I don't know.
It's interesting, isn't it?
What's up, Tuya? Good morning. What's up, me? What's up?
How did you know? Oh, that's no fun now. You know I'm trying to do a secret bloody movie. And it's no good when you do that. It's only the best movies are when you don't know. You always know. You know everything.
I'm getting drunk with my...
The water and cordial. The girls were getting conscious about how brown they were becoming. They just don't get sun like this in Mongolia, and Zaya saw an opportunity.
This body color requires a lot of jewelry, and jewelry would look...
Excuse me, what is that?
Nice golden, and jewelry would look nice on this kind of skin, color skin.
I think silver would contrast more. Silver or cubic zirconia,
A
perfect.
lot of diamond and white or yellow gold.
Yeah, silver and cubic zirconia, honey, it's the same thing. Diamonds and gold.
And if you buy a lot of necklace for me, I would just wear nothing on top, just go topless. Would you like that?
So what do I get for silver and cubic zirconia? Not
Nothing.
t-shirt. Wet t-shirt?
Salty t-shirt. Salty, wet, sweaty t-shirt.
So when do we start? Sunday, eh?
Started on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today, Friday, all 6 days.
So we've done 144 on the first day.
144, 94, supper, 103, 147, 147.
What's all that up there?
Total 614.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 5 days, average 123 miles, nautical miles a day. So, total mileage to Barbados, 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 123.
Mm-hmm.
24 days to sail to Barbados. So, we already done the 5, so it's only 19 days left. What's that?
What do you think, Tuya?
How would you have to 24 hours?
Tuya says it's more than 20 days, so stop counting. A squall came down on us and brought a sudden change to the wind direction, which the vane could not respond to quickly enough.
Hello, boy.
No one likes a flogging spinnaker, especially when it's the only one on board with 2,500 miles to go. Steering systems are one of the most frequent equipment failures on sailboats, but the Warren has loads of redundancy built in. For a start, she has 2 rudders with permanently attached tillers that can be operated independently in the unlikely event of a failure to one of the rudders. The rudders themselves are fully protected by skegs. She has a simple to maintain wheel steering system for normal manoeuvring in harbours, short passages, etc. We detach the wheel steering to remove friction from the system when either of the two wind vanes are in operation, which is 99.9% of the time on passage. That's why I grabbed a tiller to make this quick course change before handing her back to the vane. Pretty soon we were back to normal, flying towards the equator on a magic carpet ride. Dolphins. Quite big dolphins, yeah? Oh, look at those. They're really quite large. For a dolphin, I'm not sure what they are.
Hello, Mellow. Come over this way. 기름을 튕겨. 와, 이놈.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to help stamp out illegal fishing, longline fishing, shark finning, and do some good for the oceans, then please check out the links in the description below. If you like Luckyfish content, then please give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and send us any comments or questions below. We try to reply to everyone. In the meantime, until next week, thank you for watching. Next time on Lucky Fish, we make a fine tribute to King Neptune as we cross the equator. He rewards us with a fine wahoo. We have another encounter with whales and run out of wind.